Good morning. I'm Reverend Karen Thompson, and I welcome all of you to MCC Austin this morning. We're so glad to have you here, especially those of you who are part of the golden generation. We are glad that you are here today. MCC is part of a denomination that began 51 years ago that has always been led by and been primarily for the LGBTQ plus community. So this is a wonderful and natural partnership for us to be partnering with Meals on Wheels to have a safe and supportive environment for our seniors to have some social time and some meals together. Part of our church's mission statement is to connect people to each other, to the community. So this fulfills part of our mission statement. But I do want to let you know that even though we are a church, it is our faith that inspires us to reach out into the community and to make these connections and to be of service, to do good work in the world. But we are welcoming of everyone. We welcome all faiths, no faiths. This is a safe place for you, for our LGBTQ community and our allies. And we are so glad that you are here. It's my honor this morning to introduce to you Adam Hauser, who is the president and CEO of Meals on Wheels.
Good morning, everyone. I think this is the first time that I've spoken after someone and haven't had to raise the microphone. Actually kind of a nice thing. So good morning, welcome. I want to start by, of course, thanking Pastor Karen Thompson and her congregation here at MCC for hosting this event this morning, and of course for opening their doors to the LGBTQ Senior Center, the first of its kind in Central Texas. And this took a lot of hard work from a lot of dedicated folks to make this happen, so I want to take a few moments to recognize some of those people. Amanda Alvarado, who is the MCC program coordinator, who was on the steering committee that brought this program to fruition. Meals on Wheels Central Texas's very own Sarah McKenna, who is right over here, who is our Director of Congregate Services, and also served on that committee, as well as several members in the audience of the Austin LGBT Coalition on Aging. So thanks to all of them for their hard work. Those fine folks, along with our generous partners at the Area Agency on Aging of the Capital Area, and I know Patty Bordy is here representing them, and the members of our Meals on Wheels Central Texas Board of Directors, and we have our board chair, Meg Youngblood, somewhere in the back. So I want to thank them as well for making this program possible. So we have several dignitaries that are joining us this morning, and we're very pleased to have them here. I want to take the opportunity to thank Austin City Manager Spencer Cronk, and we have Austin Mayor Pro Tem Delia Garza is here, and I guess I should say hold your applause to the end, but go ahead, that's fine. Mayor Pro Tem represents District 2, which includes MCC, so we're very pleased to have her here. Unfortunately, Travis County Commissioner Margaret Gomez was going to join us, but she is ill today. And she represents Precinct 4, which also includes MCC. We have Fred Lugo here representing the county, so thanks, Fred, for coming. And then, last but not least, we have District Director Erin Gurak from Congressman Doggett's office, who's joining us this morning, and Congressman Doggett represents this part of Austin in Washington, D.C., and we're very pleased to have her with us this morning as well. And you will hear remarks from all of them a little later. So our mission at Meals on Wheels Central Texas is to nourish and enrich the lives of older adults through programs that promote dignity and independence, and we chose those two words intentionally. The concept of dignity plays a very important role in our commitment to service, and helping older Central Texans live independent lives is very much a priority for our agency and our over 8,000 volunteers. And to achieve dignity and independence, it's just as vital that we ensure that all the clients that we serve are treated with respect, to be included rather than excluded, to feel valued for who they are instead of who they are perceived to be. Everyone regardless of race, religion, economic status, gender, or sexual orientation, is worthy of respect. And our new LGBTQ Senior Center fosters that philosophy. It provides a welcoming sense of community for older members of the LGBTQ population and their friends. And this is really important time for us to start this program in our nation. According to the AARP, LGBTQ seniors in America are twice as likely to be single and live alone, and they're 3 times as likely to be childless. And as a result, many of them are combating isolation and loneliness. And this senior center that we celebrate this morning provides a safe, loving environment in which to meet new friends, participate in fun and interesting activities and games, and of course, because we're Meals on Wheels, you receive a free, nutritious lunch prepared by our central kitchen. Amen. But most of all, it's a place where those who enter are greeted with love and respect. After all, what is independence without dignity? So thank you very much for being here this morning and celebrating this wonderful occasion. I'd like to now call up District Director Gurak, who's going to say a few comments on behalf of Congressman Doggett.
Good morning. Yes, thank you. Thanks, appreciate that. Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to be here as the representative for Congressman Doggett this morning. I want to congratulate you all on the launch of this program, which I think is a really unique intersection of health and wellness, the senior community, and the LGBTQ community. As a recent board member with HRC Austin and my previous work at Aid Services of Austin, I've heard a lot about the dearth of resources in the community of older or aging LGBTQ folks in Austin. And this program really meets those needs, from providing, like Adam was saying, the healthy, nutritious lunch, to promoting social engagement and peer support to prevent isolation and loneliness. I love that this program meets all those needs and is also broadening the tent for supporters and allies to join. So Congressman Doggett supports all 3 of these intersections. Healthcare, he's the chair of the Health Subcommittee in Congress and works to protect Medicare and Social Security for seniors. And I'm proud to say that my boss spoke in support of the Equality Act on the House floor recently and is part of the Equality Caucus. So while we represent this area, I know we don't represent everyone geographically in Congress, but know that, like MCC, our doors to our federal office are open to all of you, and we're here to serve you if you have federal matters of concern or questions. And we look forward to seeing this program grow and sharing it with our constituents who reach out. So thank you to Meals on Wheels, MCC, Mayor Pro Tem Garza, and City Manager Cronk for your support, and thanks for having us here today.
Next, we're going to hear from Mayor Pro Tem Garza.
Kind of in the middle. This reminds me, I had to stand in for Senator Zaffarini one time at the last minute, and they had put this step by the podium, and they couldn't move it, so I emceed the whole event. As an elected official, but even before my time as an elected official, I've had opportunities to volunteer for organizations, which always have a big impact on my life. But there were 2 instances that I often talk about that had, I feel like, the biggest impact on seeing the impact that these organizations had. One was for the food bank. I remember there was the mobile food bank in my district where I remember coming over this hill at the Duff Springs Rec Center and seeing a line of like 200 people, of fellow Austinites, standing in line. Many of them had been there since 5 o'clock in the morning. And I remember getting a little choked up and realizing, we see parts of Austin that we're very inclusive, but it's a side of Austin that we don't see enough of, and we need to see that. The other time was when I volunteered for Meals on Wheels. I was clerking at the Texas Civil Rights Project, and such a great organization during my time as a law student. And you had shifts, and I think it was once a month, we had shifts, and we would go volunteer and deliver meals. And that also was such an impactful thing for me to see, and how grateful people were. Just the companionship of having someone to talk to that day. So I just want to say thank you for all the work that you're doing, and I'm so excited that that work is continuing, and specifically for the LGBTQ community in my district. It's so beautiful to know of this church and the partnership that's going to be happening here. So friendships and meals are simple things, but they have a lot of power to improve our quality of life as we get older, especially for those in underserved LGBTQ community. I always say that District 2 has the best constituents, and we're thrilled that an organization like Meals on Wheels will be here to serve our best seasoned among us. In Southeast Austin, we take pride in community and connection and caring for one another, and these are the same values that have made Meals on Wheels so important and for so many people in our community. So I'm especially honored to be here, grateful that this work is being done in District 2, and please feel free to reach out to my office if there's anything I can do to help with this effort. Thank you.
Last one, we'll hear from Austin City Manager Spencer Cronk, and I'm going to move the microphone back up.
Well, it truly is an honor to be joining with you this morning and celebrating such a great event in our community. We have challenges throughout Austin, but also throughout our country and throughout the world, and sometimes we can get burdened by thinking about all those incredible challenges that we face. But then you come to spaces like this and you see how much good is happening in our world and in our community. I really want to thank MCC for hosting and Meals on Wheels for providing this very important program. It's only been a year and a half since I came to Austin, but I have been incredibly impressed with the community that comes together, that looks after their neighbors, that makes sure that we are thinking about one another, and the authenticity that brings with it on ensuring that we are providing a safe and welcoming and inclusive space for everyone. As a gay man, I've always had personal challenges with even finding those spaces, and I was fortunate to have some of those come to me and be offered those opportunities throughout my own journey. And I'm just so supportive of creating spaces like what we have here to ensure that everyone feels welcome. I know that I hope to bring my husband and my daughter, Lauren, to join you for some lunch if you'll have me, but I just can't wait. I just can't wait to continue to support these great efforts. So it's an honor to be your city manager. I look forward to continuing to support efforts like these in the future. Thank you all very much.
Okay, it's time for the photos, ribbon cutting, and refreshments. Dad, where do we go? I think we're going out this way.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much again for coming. We'll see you outside.